Olive Garden. It's not a Perfino's. It's not anything like that. This is a true, authentic, time-honored cuisine that you have brought over from Florence, a truly Tuscan cuisine. Tell us some of about things that we can find on your menu that are different and special.
Well, many fresh pastas or braised meats, many things. Okay, and again, everything has to be very simple flavor. So it depends what kind I crave myself. That I change into my special. We usually carry two pages of specials, one from seafood and the other one from the land.
And what really works well is that you have all the expertise in the food, bringing over even homemade recipes, right,
yes,
from your home over there in Tuscany. And then what you do, Jasmine, is you pair this amazing, unique cuisine with the right wine.
Yeah, it's Italian heavy wine list, so lots of beautiful reds, and not just from Tuscany, from all different regions.
And how long have you been doing this, by the way? Because I love your background. I can't get into it, Atlanta, the whole, for example, Paolo's background is actually in engineering.
Yeah.
And now here he is doing this. And then your background is fascinating as well. Kind of tell us really quickly.
I was born in Spain, and I spent a lot of time with my grandmother, who had a store. And not only did she sell produce, but she also had a pretty vast wines collection. Mm-hmm. And I grew up in the store. I grew up very simply, and
so you've literally been. I was going to say you have been surrounded by wine since you were a child. Mm-hmm. It's almost in your blood.
Right.
Okay, well then, bringing Todd on over here. Hey Todd, what's up?
I'm just hanging out.
Let's talk about some great wines and the pairings with food, because you guys are experts. I am surrounded by experts, and as much as I love eating it, there's a lot that I could still learn about it.
Yeah, but I don't think wine doesn't flow through my blood the way it flows through Paolo's and Jasmine's.
Yeah, you have a little difference
I was gonna say,
of your background.
The Italians and the Spanish, they've been drinking wine a whole lot longer than I have.
They're putting drops in the bottles when they were babies.
Yeah. That makes them sleep better.
Right, that's what they say. Makes them more happy. Well, let's talk about what you guys are here for, which is we're having a show about wine. And with Taverna Fiorentina's expertise, and then Todd, obviously your expertise, what is it that people are talking about when they say seasonal wines? For those of us who don't know, what is a seasonal wine?
Well, to me, seasons are exactly the way you think about it. You have spring, summer, fall, and winter. And with the seasons, your body sort of changes to what it wants, and particularly here in Atlanta, where you sit in 100% humidity and 90 plus degrees, and somebody goes, "You want to drink a Cabernet?" and I go, "No." Why
you had to see his face when you just said that.
It's sort of like somebody telling you that in that same seasonal time you want to put on a wool sweater. You just don't want to do that.
Good analogy.
And so
because it's so heavy.
It's so heavy, and so you want to think about something to drink. The same way people want to drink lemonade on a hot day. You want to drink wines that are appropriate to
refreshing.
the weather. Well, really refreshing, and me high in acidity. Wonderful sort of fruit characteristics of the wines, so that when you drink it, you're refreshed, and you don't just sort of feel weighted down.
So when we're thinking white wines versus red wines, obviously we're talking about white wines, the crisp, the light, the refreshing, summer, seasonal.
Well, yeah, you are, but and Jasmine will tell you. Because Spain, particularly Madrid. Madrid is a warm environment in summer times, and they drink lighter bodied reds, and you can actually put them in the refrigerator for half an hour.
Don't tell my mom that, because she always puts red wine in the refrigerator. It drives me nuts.
But I said for 30 minutes.
Okay,
I didn't say
still love you though, Mom. Happy Mother's
for a
Day.
week. And so you've added a slight chill to the wine, which makes it a little bit more refreshing based on the temperature outside. When it's cold outside, having a nice, sort of room temperature glass of wine is okay. When it is 90 degrees outside, having something with a slight chill to it, more cellar temperature, which is about 64 degrees, that makes sense.
I get it. We have to go to a commercial break here in a minute, but one of the things that we were also going to talk about is how to pair these wines with some good food, right?
Sure.
And even with heavy Italian food, like we got Paolo over here with Taverna Fiorentina, even with amazing, full, rich Italian food, you can still find a great summer pairing. Is that correct, Jasmine?
There are plenty of reds that are light to medium body, and even if you look at the country of Italy, the more north you go, it follows a lighter bodied wine. You can get up to a beautiful Valpolicella. It's a beautiful summer wine. You know, you don't necessarily always have to be drinking Primitivo or Chianti.
And also, in case you're somewhere in the middle, like I tend to be a lot, then you have rosé.
Yes, you do have rosé.
And that's what you want to
Oh, I
talk
wanna
about.
talk about
He is
rosé.
on fire for some rosé today.
Yeah.
So we've got to go to a commercial break. By the way, really quickly, I have got a $50 gift certificate, Todd, to where?
Oh, any of my restaurants.
Any of his restaurants. That's Concentrics, One Midtown Kitchen, Two Urban Licks, Tap 12, Room, Lobby 12, Max. I said that right first time. Tons of them. You don't want to miss it. Right now, call me. What's your favorite number, 1 through 10?
9.
Number 9. So Dan, step on over there to the phones, and the phone line is 770-226-0920. Again, that's 770-226-0920. A $50 gift card to Consent.